I'm only human, can't you see? I'm made of
Hi guys! Today I'm going to show you a beautiful trick that you can do with makeup. It's a facelift using makeup. So what I notice is that a lot of women don't know that makeup actually has the ability to give your face the illusion of a lift and the skin being tightened. And so I'm going to give you a really graphic demonstration of that today with half my face. So this side is done and this side isn't done. And as you can see, let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. Look how it looks sad. It looks disgusting. Actually, let's not look at it anymore. And look at this side. It's like someone has lifted it up, pulled up the skin and given your face a beautiful lift, contour and tone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this side of my face first, just so that you can see how I've used the makeup to really lift that side of my face. So I'm going to prime my skin with the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. I'm going to do my whole face because it's not going to really matter with the primer. It just acts like a moisturizer and primes. Ooh, that is so silky. Oh, I've never used this one before. Oh my god. So I'm going to use my Double Wear foundation. I use Shell Beige. I really love this foundation for a heavier, fuller coverage that still feels really lightweight. I always had the misconception that Double Wear was really heavy. I knew a lot of older ladies wore it, but they're really trying to make over that image of being for older women. And I find that the liquid foundation is gorgeous. You've probably seen me use it in a few of my videos now, but I really like it. It's dewy and radiant, and I think that older women would like it because it's so dewy and radiant, so it would really minimize the look of fine lines. But it's great for young people too. It's a really modern foundation. I think they must have reformulated it. I'm going to use IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. This concealer is quite thick, but I kind of love it. I get quite dark. I'm brunette and I kind of get quite dark in those corners, so I kind of love a heavy duty concealer. When you put it on, it feels a bit thick, but it does its job. So I'm willing to deal with the thick consistency just to get that amazing long-lasting coverage. Does such a great job, this concealer. Such a great job. And I conceal all the way over my eyelid just to get rid of any discoloration or any blood vessels that you can see underneath the skin that gives your eyelid that purpley kind of appearance. And this will just make your eyeshadow look better, your eye look wider and more awake. I always do it, so I put concealer around the whole eye. And if you feel like there's too much of a line where your concealer meets your foundation, just get your beauty blender and bounce it around the outside of your concealer line. That will just really blend it. Okay, for giving yourself the ultimate facelift look, contouring is essential. I am going to use the Australis Cream Contour Kit because I find that cream contouring products look more natural. They look dewier and more moist rather than a powder sitting on the skin. You can make powders look natural too, but I find that it's easier to do with a cream. It'll just look more natural and look more like that natural shadow. Can't find a brush. I can show you what I'm trying to do here. Got a little angled brush here. This is a Shuyumura angled brush, and I'm going to use this in my darkest contour color here. If you're really fair skin, I'd use the second darkest contour, but I'm got a bit of a tan at the moment, so I think I can get away with this one. So get some of that on your brush. And if you really have no idea where to put your contour, just feel underneath that cheekbone. You can push up and feel it there. And what I'm going to do is I want you to sweep it from about an inch back from the mouth all the way up to the hairline. So almost like you're doing a Nike tick. Now, another part of making your face look uplifted is lifting up at the temples. We're going to use eye makeup to do this as well, but using a bit of contouring to lift is also going to create that lifting effect. So, same thing, angling from the corner of your eye and up into the hairline on the same angle as you've done your cheekbone here. And it also might help especially if you feel like you've got a bit of a double chin, to just run your contour a little bit underneath here, and that's really going to sharpen that jawline contour. Now with a clean brush, I'm using this beautiful little fat Zoeva one. Buff it in until it looks like a shadow. And can I just say that starting the contour from down and so close to the mouth may seem unusual, but it's essential for giving your face that uplifted look, to start lower than usual. If you're happy with your cheekbones and you're not trying to create this lifted look, then start back here where you normally would. But to get this really uplifted look, you need to move your contour down a little bit closer to your mouth. If you're in Sydney or anywhere around here, you will know it is freaking hot, man. Like humid, tropical, gross. And I have been sweating like a mofo. So as you're blending, you're also blending with sweeping up motions up into that same direction. Wow, look at that. Just foundation and a bit of uplifting contouring. Look at the difference. Look at this side. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Can you see that? So, So I'm going to use my Ambient lighting palette to highlight. Contouring and highlighting go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. That's what I say anyway. So I'm just going to give my Ambient lighting palette a little dust. Now, highlighting, same thing. Bring it forward further than you usually would. So I usually wouldn't start my highlighting to the tip of my, like the highest part of my cheekbone, but I'm going to bring it forward. So if you're looking at yourself straight ahead, sort of to underneath the outside of the blue iris of your eye, or whatever colour your eye is. So I'm going to start from here, and we're not just going to go along the cheekbone. We're going to, instead of going in this direction, we're going to go in this direction. So really uplifting it. But we don't want to go over the where you've contoured in the temple, so just in between. Uplift. Okay, I am going to use the Zoeva blush palette. I'm kind of going to go for a strong eye here to really give that uplifted effect maximum impact. So I'm going to use this nudie kind of colour here. It's like a stony apricot. So there is also a trick to applying blush if you're trying to give yourself the facelift effect. When I apply the blush, instead of just applying it on the front apples of the cheek, which many girls do, lift it right up into the cheek line, the hairline, the cheek line. Man, it's like I'm living in the tropics down here. Whew. Eye makeup. Okay, so I'm using the Naked Urban Basics, brand spanking new. I haven't used this one before. Similar concept to usual. I'm going to use the colour called WOS. It's like a creamy beige. On my the lower half of my eyelid up into the socket line. Might go a bit closer. On the lower half of my eyelid, up into the socket line. Oh, this colour's pretty. I'm actually going to bring that right up to the brow. Now, for uplifting eyeshadow, you need to do a similar kind of technique as we've used on the face, but you need to lift up at the corners of the eye. So you need a flat brush. So you look at this corner of the eye and angle your brush up towards the end of your eyebrow, so like that. And I'm using a black here, and I'm just gonna do a rough shape. That's gonna be completely blended and not look like a big black blob. Then I'm going to join that, and it's just like we're creating an outline that we're gonna color in later. So I'm gonna bring that over straight to the socket line. See? Then I'm going to dab that all the way into my socket line. So if you find your socket line hard to find, the best way is to look straight ahead in a mirror, and the socket line is very clear to you. And what you do is you just trace the outline, and it's going to look really messy right now, but when you close, you've got a guide, and that's what we're going to colour in. So now I'm just going to colour in that outline that I created. And can I just say, you don't have to use black. I'm going to show you the most maximum impact eye lift that I can. You could do this with brown, you could do this with a nice mauve, you could do this with navy, you could do it with gold. There's so many color options, or even this wine-stained maroon would be nice. Now when you get into this middle corner, you want to make sure you don't go up onto this part of the eyelid here. Keep it in the crease and below, whereas here you can blend up and out here. If you blend up and into here, it'll make your eyes look deeper, it'll make you look darker in the corners of your eyes. So from the socket line here, avoid that area there. That's a no-no area. This is the only area you can go. A great idea if you're scared of getting all this dark fallout from your eyeshadow, just get a bit of paper, put it under your eye. But as you color, that will help catch any dropout. If you've got any fallout down below and you want it cleaned up, just you get your concealer brush and just really clean up under there, and also clean up right under this uplifted bit here. I don't want to destroy this shape though, so I'm really carefully just going to blend over it, just gently. And as I flick out the end, I'm going to carry on my motion in that shape there. It's actually really easy. This brush especially makes it very easy. Up, 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 up. Let's just take a break and appreciate what we've got already. Look at this, lifted. I'm not frowning, like it looks like I'm frowning. Look at this, look up. Always have a fan brush on hand. We don't want any nasty fallout down in this area or an area that it shouldn't be, because that will have the effect of pulling the face down or ruining the skin tone. You want your skin tone to be perfect. Another golden rule is when you're doing your eye makeup, make sure you continue it out past the corner of your eye. If you stop it here on the edge of your eyelid, it will make your eyes look smaller. No matter what color you use, you need to just blend it softly out. It can be an almost not there color, like something really natural, but just make sure you get a big brush and just blend it out like that. And that will really elongate the eye and make it appear bigger. The other golden rule is if you put eyeliner or eyeshadow on the bottom, which I do most of the time, but I'm not going to do today, I thought this would look great if I just have that black eye and really clean on the bottom, is that make sure you join it to the corner of your eye in that same uplifted effect. Do not bring that outer eyeline out and make it any lower than this here. It needs to just continue on up into that shape. This is Kat Von D Tattoo Liquid Eyeliner. It's waterproof, so it's probably going to be a bastard to get off, but what the heck, I bet it's good. I've heard it's really good anyway. So again, do not make this shape any lower than it is now. What we want to do is sit it on the eyelashes, point the tip up and out to join up with this shape here, and press down and join it to your eyeline. Just going to line the lid all the way along the top. I use this, it's the It Cosmetics Super Skinny Brow Liner with the spoolie on the end. I use it every day. Rule: if you're uplifting, do not bring your eyebrow down any further than it is unless if it's to fill in gaps. So if you can see my eyebrow, I have a gap here. I'm going to fill that gap in, but I'm going to follow this natural line of my eyebrow and not bring it down any further. I'm going to use that as my guide. So following the natural lower shape of your eyebrow is my general rule. If you can, don't curl your eyebrow down like mine naturally does. Bring it out to follow that line. You see that? That will also create an elongated, uplifted effect to the eye. To the top of your eyebrow, you can change it, bring it up, make it thicker, make it bushier, draw in little hairs, whatever you want. Just don't mess with this natural bottom shape here. The only thing you can do is fill in gaps like I did here. So just watch what I do. And I totally just faked that. That's a big bald patch there. That's not my eyebrow, but I'm just going to make it my eyebrow. See what an eyebrow can do? Before they look the same, and now look at my face. Okay, this is a nude stick. This is called Belle. I love this colour. And I think with a dramatic eye, you kind of need to pair it back on the lip. I find that 99% of people, like YouTube videos I see, those girls are great at doing their makeup, but they won't go outside wearing that. That's all for the video. But I'm trying to make this realistic, where you'd actually wear outside. So pair back a smoky black eye with a beautiful nude lip. We don't really need words to describe the difference here. Let's just have a look from one side to the other. Beautiful and uplifted. Look at this contour, look at it. And then look at this sad side. Like I look like I'm frowning or pouting or something, but I'm actually not, look. I'm not. Down and up. It's like an instant makeup facelift. So you can just really see how that looks lifted and pulled up, and the eye looks bigger and elongated, and the brow looks longer, and then look. There are no words for these. Look at this. Look at this disgusting thing. Overplucked, droopy. I've been doing some really cool work lately. I work in the fashion industry here, doing hair and makeup, obviously. I'm going to pop in a few little pics of my work. I've been working with some epic models, like world-class models lately. So you can see some of that stuff, and I'll put the links to my makeup portfolio below, which I just got a new website, so you can have a look at that. And check out Oz Beauty Expert for all things beauty and for all you beauty lovers out there. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm really loving YouTube now, so see you next time.
I'm only human, can't you see? I made a mistake. Please just look me in my face. Tell me everything's okay.